She working on the glutes, yeah.
Administrators are asking for your support in creating a positive game environment. We love that our fans are passionate, but these are the expectations for everyone here. Respect student athletes, coaches, officials, and other fans before, during, and after the event. Respect means no profanity or personal attacks. Substance abuse of any kind during events is not allowed. Please allow the coaches to coach, the players to play, and the officials to officiate. Disrespectful conduct could mean losing the privilege to remain at this event. Keep these things in mind as you have a great time cheering on your team. Be loud, be proud, be positive. That's game day the D3 way.
Make her feel like Jasmine, make her feel like Cash. Make me feel like I choose you like I'm Ash. Take me to the box, baby.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Bethany College welcomes you to Hummel Fieldhouse for today's basketball matchup between the Westminster Titans and your Bethany College Bison. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. And now, the introduction of today's starting lineups. First for the visiting Titans. Starting at guard, a 5'8 freshman, number 3, Heidi Stifler. Starting at guard, a 5'7 junior, number 11, Alasia Greaves. Correction, starter was 5'5 sophomore, number 0, Megan Pochinski. Starting at guard, a 5'7 freshman, number 14, Camden Hergenrother. Starting at forward, a 6' senior, number 24, Emily Fromnecht. And at forward, a 6'1 senior, number 33, Kayla Bennett. Assistant coaches for the Titans are Sean Zecker and Megan Sefchik. The head coach is Roseanne Scott. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Bethany College Bison. Starting at guard, a 5'9" freshman from Aliquippa, Pennsylvania, number 3, Abby Dobbins. Starting at guard, a 5'9" sophomore from Moundsville, West Virginia, number 5, Courtney Walker. Starting at guard, a 5'5" junior from Louisville, Ohio, number 10, Allison Kuhn. Starting at forward, a 6-foot sophomore from Moundsville, West Virginia, number 23, Kelsey Meintel. And at forward, a 5'10" freshman from Akron, Ohio, number 42, Samaria Murray. Assistant coach for the Bison is Skylar Fenimore. The head coach is Brian Sansom.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome as the Bethany women get set to take on the Westminster Titans here, as the Bethany team coming in already clinched a playoff spot, as we're going to send it over to Linnell Willingham, as Linnell's got some inside keys for us here.
Thanks. I want to talk to Bethany women's head basketball coach Brian Sansom before tip. He told me the 3 keys for his girls tonight: defend, rebound, and execute. This group has already clinched a playoff spot in the playoffs. They currently hold the 6th spot, with the PAC playoffs starting a week from Monday, so we'll see if they can improve their seeding and potentially get a home game. Back to you guys.
And thanks, Linnell, for the report as we get set for tip-off here. Kelsey Meintel in the center here for the Bethany Bison against Emily Fromnecht. And Westminster will win the tip, and Samaria Murray getting her opportunity in the starting lineup here, as some injuries for the Bison today here, as they will be without Michaela Reynolds.
Very exciting day today, as it is considered senior day, but on this Bison team we have no seniors on the roster. But this is the last regular season home game for the Bison, so they want to end out on a good note.
Yeah, and this women's team for the Westminster Titans, really good in the post. Spoke with Coach Brian Sansom before the game. He says 2 post players inside the seniors with experience, size, very good on the inside, and that's where they're going to look to exploit a lot of their opportunities inside. So the Bethany Bison here are going to have to slow them down inside if they want a chance in this game.
Absolutely.
Murray pull-up jumper inside, and it's good. First points of the afternoon.
And often I would like to see them go to that dribble drive penetration and create their own shots, as they did there for 2 points. Coming around in a man-to-man defense here. Nice backdoor pass.
And Bennett, good look inside. Walker the rebound, as Kuhn, who is the primary ball handler this afternoon for the Bison. Some good early pressure here, preventing the give and go. Mientel sets the screen.
10 seconds on the shot clock.
5 on the clock. The drive. The contact, no good. She'll head to the line as Abby Dobbins, the talented freshman from Aliquippa, Pennsylvania, product of Hopewell High, will shoot 2.
And I like that possession there, as she was aware of the shot clock going down. She knew to drive to the cup to draw her a foul and earn her 2 shots, as she misfires on her first shot.
As Coach Sansom said before the game, our on-ball defense has to be at its best today against a team that really benefits inside like Westminster does, and the Bison jump out to a 3-0 lead here early.
Nice interior pass, and
Bennett.
Nice rebound.
Turnaround putback by Bennett is good.
Caleb Bennett, she's coming in today's game averaging 11 points per game, shooting 50% from the field. She's also one of their leading rebounders with 7.6 rebounds per game.
Polchinski all over Kuhn, trying to get the ball out of her hand early. Here's Dobbins. Kuhn thought about it. 5 on the clock. Dobbins, turnaround jumper from the elbow, and it falls.
Such a beautiful stroke right there from the outside of the free throw line. She nails it under pressure with the shot clock going down.
Camden Hergenrother primary ball handler for the Titans this afternoon. Bennett trips on the drive. They're going to call a block.
Very questionable call there, but kind of hard to judge there, colliding the bodies.
That'll be the Bison's first foul of the afternoon. Gets it into Bennett.
Caleb Bennett is that force because she has that height advantage, standing at 6'2". As she drives and loses control of the ball, it'll return.
Is Hergenrother doing a really good job here as Bennett is really kind of controlling the inside, but the Bison doing a good job at neutralizing. Miantel looks, they're going to call her for a travel.
Just that extra step in the beginning, she was kind of anxious as she got the ball there at the elbow.
As Fromnecht will inbound here is Hergenrother. Polchinski.
And Westminster is looking to find some rhythm offensively, and then they go to Caleb Bennett as she draws the foul into the paint.
Bennett's going to draw a lot of attention inside. 6'2", a tough matchup inside for anybody, is obviously without Michaela Reynolds. Definitely
her presence has been missed these last few games. She's been out.
Absolutely, their interior reliable post ball defender, and Bennett sinks them both, make it a 5-4 game. Kuhn. Walker thought about it. Back to Miantel. Kuhn the drive.
And they're working like a three-man motion.
And they're going to call Dobbins out of bounds. It's a turnover, the second one of the afternoon, and Westminster basketball. As part of the student section begins to arrive here for the Bison faithful. What a turnout there was last week.
Absolutely, and it's been word on campus that they're going to return that energy for tonight's game for the men and women.
As Taylor Stinnett gets set to check in here for the Bison. They'll get Lazia Greaves on her first foul of the game. Each team with 2 here early on with 6:23 left to play here in the first quarter. Some early pressure on Kuhn. Dobbins the drive. Here comes the double.
Yeah, they walked there. Nice drive off the glass, and it's no good.
Miantel can't finish.
But I like to see that aggressiveness from her early on to attack the basket.
Thought about it. The dribble drive. Fromnecht no good. The rebound by Stinnett, her first rebound of the game.
Want to set up some offense now.
As Coach Sansom begins to bark out some instructions here. Kuhn facing a lot of pressure from Polchinski. Walker looking, knocked out of bounds.
There's a little bit of lack of movement on that offensive possession right there.
And Polchinski playing really aggressive on-ball defense.
Absolutely. And that's what you got to do. You got to be tenacious on the defensive end to create yourself some turnovers and opportunities on the offensive end to score some buckets, just like they do here, going in transition.
There's Lazia Greaves inside to Bennett, and got the and one.
It's a great entry pass and just a wonderful finish by Caleb Bennett.
As Haley Glass checks into the ball game, her first minutes of the afternoon, relieving Allison Kuhn.
Now with Haley Glass entering the game, that kind of opens the perimeter up a little bit more for the Bethany Bison, as she's a threat from the three-point line.
And Bennett completes the old-fashioned three-point play. And Glass not usually a primary ball handler, so good defense by Bennett coming out for the double.
And there she goes for 3 on the first shot attempt. It's no good.
Off the iron, no good, and Westminster basketball.
Perhaps that's just her warm-up shot, getting her acclimated into the game as she just checked in. But I look to see her be a lot more aggressive with her being in the game and her ability to score on the offensive end.
Camden Hergenrother, the freshman guard, the primary ball handler for the Titans. Here's the drive from Reeves, lays it up. Couldn't get the roll, Walker the rebound. And Stinnett will turn around and hand it back to her. As we approach the 4:30 mark here in the first quarter. Dobbins in the corner, there's the double, back
Nice
inside
pass.
to Miantel. Good defense, tipped and rebounded.
That was a good contest right there by Caleb Bennett. She gets the ball on the other end. It's no good and rebounded.
And Coach Sansom said coming into this contest, rebounding is key and defense on the board. So far, they've done a decent job neutralizing Bennett. What a force she's been inside Jalen.
Oh, absolutely, and then it just shows with the statistics as well, as their team averages 43.7 rebounds per game, and she's leading the team with rebounds.
A good backdoor look from Glass to Dobbins. As she hit the floor hard, and she'll check out of the game as Kuhn will come back in. As Megan Polchinski will bring this one up the floor here. Reeves been very active over on the wing here this afternoon. Polchinski from 3, banked it in, got it.
Nice kiss off the glass, patient with the shot, and she earned herself 3 points.
As they take a 10-5 lead, and for the viewers, for women's collegiate basketball, it is split into quarters opposed to 2 20-minute halves for men's basketball. There's the drive by Miantel, no good, rebounded by Natalie Murillo. She drives, draws contact, and she'll head to the line for 2. Freshman guard, a lot of freshman guards here for the Titans. A lot of youth in the front court. And knocks the first one down. Good start to the half from the free throw line for Westminster.
For the Bison, they just want to make sure that they maintain and have good offensive possessions. They have some good looks these past few possessions, but they need to get the ball in the basket as Westminster is creating opportunities for themselves on the other end as they now have a 7-point lead.
Walker on the wing gets the screen back inside to Stinnett. Well, she'll go to work, turn around, too hard off the glass. Well contested shot, good pass ahead. Polchinski just missed it. Bennett back in.
Right now, I think we're starting to see that height coming to advantage for Westminster, especially in the post game.
Yeah, the absence of Michaela Reynolds definitely on display here inside. Definitely a favorable size advantage inside for Bennett. Stinnett through the double, lays it up, blocked, got her own rebound, fouled. Well, she'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Give a kudos to Stinnett right there. She was very aggressive and determined as she kept fighting to get the rebound and got herself to the free throw line. But it's going to be a challenge going into the paint with the size disadvantage for Bethany Bison.
Stinnett knocks down the first one as the Bison here. Not a whole lot going on here today. You know, if they win this game, you know, it puts them in a position to possibly have a first round playoff game here at home, which would be a week from Monday, the 24th. Gets the second one to fall as they have already clinched. They are the 6th spot. So they needed some cards to fall where they may to you know, have that home field opportunity.
And that'll be great for them. It'll be great for this campus to have a postseason game here.
Murillo looking inside. Bennett denied by Stinnett. Good inside defense.
That was just great instincts and great hands creating that turnover right there.
Gets it to Kuhn. Inside to Miantel. Well, she'll go to work. And back out Kuhn. 15 on the shot clock.
Pick and roll action.
Dribble drive out to the corner,
Nice
moves
pass.
it over. Glass from 3. No good. Miantel and Kuhn work together to grab the rebound. 15 on the clock.
The Bison
Off
would
the
love to go on
screen.
a run right now going into the end of the first quarter.
Kuhn, no good. Have not been able to hit from 3 so far. Hergenfaller inside. Bennett, too
What a
easy.
beautiful pass, and it is no good. But she'll get it back and get 3 the hard way. It's just tough. That's just going to be all-nighter. Her presence in the paint is just too dominant.
Is Bennett has really dominated the glass here in the first half for Westminster. Is she'll head to the line for the second time here today, and she's been perfect. Completes the old three-point play for the second time here today. Makes it 17-17 Westminster. With a minute 25 left in the first quarter. Walker inside. Here comes the help. Fouled. And that one on the floor. She'll head to the line for 2.
Well, that's one thing the Bethany Bison can do is keep attacking them in the paint and then keep drawing those fouls so that those people with those fouls can come out of the game, because right now, as you see, Caleb Bennett is on a roll right now. She just checked out.
Coach Sansom, early, as I mentioned, you definitely acknowledged the difficulty it was going to be containing her inside, as she's been really good on the glass the entire season, and that's kind of where this Westminster team likes to get in their comfort zone, is to work inside and then open up the outside shot.
Absolutely.
Hergenrother. An errant pass backed up by Murillo off the screen. She'll drive, kick out Hergenrother from the elbow. Pull-up jumper is good.
That was a beautiful move right there. Just a nice hesitation of the fake pass. Gather yourself and then finish the shot all night long.
19-9, under a minute, 50 seconds remaining here in the first. Glass inside, Walker gets doubled, and they'll call that foul on the floor. They're gonna get her
now
for
in
a
the
block.
bonus.
Polchinski checks in along with Ashley Russell, the junior from Bell Vernon, Pennsylvania. Walker will shoot 2. Some sort of confusion here.
I guess she's asking if she converted the and 1, if she's shooting 1 or shooting 2.
Is the official?
Are they calling it a shooting foul, or is it? Now they're in the bonus. The referee called the foul on the floor, but that foul now puts them over the limit in the bonus. So regardless, she'll shoot 2 shots.
First one is good from Walker. This makes it a 9-point game with 44 seconds left here in the first quarter. Second one good as well. It's Megan Meyer, the forward freshman, has also, or sophomore, excuse me, has checked in along with Ashley Russell. Inside, good look.
They like to get those passes and those cuts in the back door. They seem to be open a lot.
Russell
Nice
the
driving,
drive.
but a great block.
Denied by Allison Kuhn. Good trail block there. Kicks it to the corner. Polchinski. Murillo looking. Russell in the corner, wide open, not gonna fall. Walker the rebound, 10 seconds left in the corner. Up ahead to Glass. Over, Stinnett, corner, Kuhn. 2 seconds, Walker from way downtown, no good. That takes us to the end of the first quarter as the Titans lead at 19-11. As a very big first quarter for Bennett and the Titans.
Absolutely. At this point, I'm not worried if I'm Coach Sampson. You're down 8. You're playing against a team that has the advantage of the height, and they're using it early on. So I just think they just need to knock down their shots and take more good open shots, creating opportunities for them to get points on the board. And so far early on, they've done that with the free throw line by drawing fouls and getting into the bonus. But they're going to need to knock down some shots here.
As Bethany men's lacrosse will be here a week from tomorrow on Sunday the 23rd for a 1 p.m. at-home scrimmage against Potomac State at JUCO. As it'll be an interesting game that gets some inside scoop on the men's team, as well as the Sport Talk Show Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Jalen Hextall, Linnell Willingham, and Kevin Thomas join in on the BBN Online radio app. Download the Radio FX app on the App Store and search Bethany College. As we're going to send it over to Linnell Willingham as he's got some scoop for us. Linnell.
Thanks, Jake. I was able to listen in to Coach Sansom on that last time out. He wants the girls to be more aggressive. They're struggling to find easy shots right now in the half court. And defensively, he wants them to run in transition. He's very irritated with Caleb Bennett beating his bigs down the floor. Back to you, Jake.
Thank you, Linnell, as the women here starting with the tip for the Bison here. Over inside, Miantel turn, fights through contact.
Nice.
Got it to go.
She put some English on her shot and banks it off the glass for 2 points.
Russell thought about it. Inside, good tip inside. Bennett lays it in. Boy, is that hard to stop.
Absolutely. That was a good way to kick off the second quarter for the Bison.
An immediate answer from the Titans. Miantel. Here's Glass off the screen, over. Stinnett thought about it. Inside, and they're going to call a travel. As Coach Sansom had something to say about it, as Palczynski will bring it up the floor again here for the Titans, as the Titans, Jalen, have really done a good job inside here early on in this game. And what do the Bison have to do to defend that?
I think if I'm Coach Sampson, I may want to go to changing it to a different defense, coming out in the zone just to try to test the waters to see if it works better, because the man-to-man and the size difference right now is just killing them.
Bennett finds Reeves open, spot up three, no good. Stinnett the rebound.
And that was a good look right there.
Kuhn in transition to Walker. And there's the block by call on Reeves. As we'll get the call here, is they'll get Reeves for that one. I believe that's her second, so they'll send her to the seats.
She's one of their go-to players. In the last game against Geneva, she finished the game with 25.6 rebounds and 4 assists in the 87-50 win versus Geneva.
This is Allison Kuhn set to inbound here for the Bison as the officials have a brief discussion. And we're good. Kuhn over to Walker off the inbound, trying to back it in. Kuhn from three, no, short. Fromneck did transition, good corner find. Russell from three, no good. Walker box out in the rebound.
Again, they're still having great looks at every three-point shot that they take. And the Bison, I want to put some more defensive pressure on them.
Stolen, Russell. In transition, and the easy bucket to extend this lead to 23-13 with 7:50 left in the quarter.
The Bison are going to have to match that defensive pressure that Westminster's bringing. because it's creating them turnovers and points in the other direction.
Miantel over to Stinnett. Bennett on Stinnett. Looking. Kuhn from deep. Off the iron, no good. Rebound by Walker.
And for Kuhn, I like that shot. For her, I like that shot. She can shoot that shot, and she knows that they need some points. They're kind of desperate for some points right now.
Dobbins short. Fromneck the rebound. Using all of her
nice pass.
6-foot frame. The senior from Erie, PA. McDowell, a good finish inside. Extends this lead to 12.
That was a wonderful feed by Emily there.
Walker looking for some help. There's the screen from Miantel. Walker from 3. Off, no good. The rebound, Palczynski, and she'll push this one up the floor. Good pass, but intercepted by Walker. Walker, the drive strip. Dobbins lays it up, no good. Miantel got the putback to go. Palczynski hands it off to Russell, one of the outside shooters for this Titan team here. Murillo slows things down, 15 on the shot clock.
There's just too much space between the defender and who has the ball, as they have a nice turnover right there, though.
Good interception inside by Stinnett. Gets it to Dobbins here. She'll slow things down a bit.
Yeah, tempo is key right now for the Bison. They need to find their rhythm on offense.
Walker off the screen.
Coach Sampson showing that frustration a little bit.
Coach Sampson's frustration is coming off the screen. They have an advantage driving inside, and they're not taking it. Dobbins gets it in late to Kuhn, just to beat the buzzer. Miantel inside. Strong, no good. Bennett the rebound. Palczynski thought about it, slows it down. Bennett over to Murillo. Shu thought about the 3. Inside Bennett. Strip, no good. Gets her own rebound. Driving. Backdoor pass, no good. And it's a turnover. Bison ball.
Now, even though that was a turnover, I just still like the hustle in the play by Bennett. By her going up to rebound her own shot and create another opportunity, try to pass it to her teammates. That's just great hustle on her end.
Walker here, a lethal outside shooter for the Bison. Turnaround jumper, off the iron short. Murillo will push in transition. To the hole, blocked by Miantel.
Great block, great defense there.
With 4:57 left to play here in the first half. 25-15 Titans.
And I don't know if it's just me, but you can kind of see some fatigue coming from the 5 ladies that's on the court right now, as Bethany is playing the game without 4 of their team members.
Looking for a push off is Coach Sampson on Bennett, and a finish inside from Stinnett. There's the drive inside, knocked away.
Hand.
Dobbins tried to force it down the lane. The pass, Murillo, touch off the glass and good.
You think this is a good time for a timeout, or let your girls keep playing?
Walker slowing things down as his lead has gotten a little out of hand, out to a 14-point Westminster lead. Kuhn finds Miantel from 3, good square up, got the roll. Good confidence by Miantel to bury the 3 home.
That is a bounce that they would take in their advantage, as that is a bucket that they needed desperately.
11-point game. Bennett looks inside, knocked away by Miantel, stolen, tipped away. Paczynski the drive, inside, and somehow got that one to go.
Tough finish.
Jump out to a 31-18 lead with 3:30 to go. Walker looking for the screen. Kuhn. They prioritize putting early ball pressure on Kuhn here early. Dobbins inside, puts it up and got it.
That's the thing. They just have to take their time. They don't have to necessarily feel rushed, but also at the same time move around to create space. Basketball is a game of spacing. And right there, they got to create space to get 2 points on the board.
Russell looking for opportunity. Fromneck inside.
Great hands.
And knocked away. Walker will push this one up the floor. Slow things down off the me-and-tell screen.
Perhaps this could be a spark to a run that they desperately need.
Kuhn looking over. Stinnett. Short two
Nice
and
shot.
got it.
Nice shot.
Good confidence by Taylor Stinnett to knock that one home here with 2:33 left here in the first half of play. And got the timeout as really, really good inside play by Bennett has really controlled this Westminster lead here.
Yeah, her voice is just is prevalent every time she comes down the court. So I don't think that's necessarily going to go away. But for the Bethany Bison to combat it, that they have to compete on the opposite end and score buckets of their own. And right now they're kind of sparking this run that they could use going into closing out the first half. And those possessions that they did score, I saw strictly patience and movement. Patience and movement.
Paczynski here. As Murillo getting some good minutes here today, as Russell as well.
They've come out to a zone now out of that timeout, bringing some defensive pressure.
There's Russell, their outside shooter, and she comes up short. The rebound by Megan Meyer, and that one will be on the floor.
And I like the call from Coach Sampson to switch it up to the zone and bring on some of that defensive pressure to make the other team make some decisions.
Let's look at Ashley Dobbins for the push. Bennett, good look. Pull up, shot, and got it. I think her foot was on the line. So Megan Meyer gets her first bucket of the game.
And now that with them playing in the zone, it's kind of almost forcing them to take some jump shots. As Westminster shooting 40% from the field coming into today's game.
As they say, ball movement beats zones. Glass over Walker. Walker from deep, no good. Rebound here. Stinnett in on it, but couldn't corral it. As Fromneck checks back into the game. And she'll check in for Bennett. The two 6-footers and above. With great size in the interior post for Westminster. Paczynski over Russell, wide open three. Hasn't been on today, and we'll get a jump ball here. It will stay Titan basketball with 1:18 left in the first half.
With them playing in that zone on defense, it's forcing them to take jump shots.
Inside Meyer, and wow, they're gonna call Glass for a foul there.
That was a great draw to foul right there.
There's some early struggles here, definitely low numbers, Jalen. I would definitely say as an impact on the Bison here, especially down the stretch. You know, it's been a long season, played a lot of games, and as Meyer knocks down the first one, and what kind of impact does that make on a team, you know, losing a couple key players, especially inside?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge for inside players, especially going down into the postseason coming up in a few weeks. It's important. You want all of your team players on the roster so that you'll be loaded for postseason play.
Mintel, definitely good to have her back in, and they're going to call Dobbins for a travel.
Maybe a shuffle of the feet there. I don't know.
And this game, I mean, not a whole lot on the line for the Bison. Could definitely possibly help their cause of maybe getting a playoff game at home, which is a big maybe. So definitely important to get those players healthy to get ready for postseason play. Inside from neck, and couldn't get the roll, but she'll head to the line to shoot two as she drew the contact, as there's just actually 50 seconds even left here in the first half. 13-point Titan lead. Fromneck looks to add to it. Doesn't get the first one to fall, as Ashley Russell, one of the perimeter threats for the Titans, or primary perimeter threat, has not been on here today. That's definitely been a bit of positive for the Bison, because she usually hits those shots.
Oh, yeah. For the score to be 22-35, the Bison are in terrible shape. They can rally by making a run and just finding that patience and movement on offense, which creates them points.
And a good idea by Roseanne Scott to rest Bennett, get her some early rest while they have a nice lead. It over, Fromneck, the good look, crossover.
Oh, wow.
Murillo got the
wow.
finish.
That's just beautiful basketball right there.
Coach Scott in her 18th season with the Titans, and her assistant coaches Megan Sefcik and Sean Zakor. Miantel, turnaround, there's the double and draws the foul, as they're gonna call Ashley Russell for her first of the game. Both teams at 3 fouls, 4 seconds left here in the first half, so the shot clock is off. Miantel will shoot 2. There's Miantel here. Good post player inside for the Bison. And knocks it home. Cuts the lead down to 37-24. 3 seconds left. Corner look for Russell. Short, no good. And that'll take us to the end of the first half, as the Bethany Bison trail 37-24 to the Westminster Titans. As that'll send us to the half. Join us for the second half in about 12 minutes. As the Bethany Bison here trail this one 37-24. And Jalen, talk about the big half of Kayla Bennett.
Oh, it was huge. She went 7 for 11 from the field, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, with a total of 18 points, leading all scorers in the game. And I just think she's going to pick up right where she left off, essentially.
Good lob inside. Walker, backdoor, got the roll.
That was nice. That's how you kick off the second half.
Good look inside, trying to get one of your best offensive players an opportunity. Good draw up. Looking Reeves, Fromnecht.
I like to see Reeves get more engaged offensively this half.
And that over-the-top pass to Bennett is just a killer.
Yeah, you just can't do anything about that. That's the size advantage. That's the just the spacing that she creates, and creates easy 2 points for herself every time.
Dobbins looking, stolen away by Reeves. Her defensive presence being felt here. Murray denies it and gets her own rebound.
And I was waiting to see Murray come into the game, as she's essentially their biggest person on the roster, and she can kind of match up better than anybody else on the team against Kayla Bennett.
Walker tripping, got a one-on-one matchup.
Nice
Backdoor
pass
for Kuhn,
Oh,
doesn't
man.
get it.
Wow.
Fromnecht the rebound. Dribble drive, kick out. Reeves thought about the three, pulls it down inside. Bennett drive, Fromnecht from three, no good. Murray the rebound. And here goes Walker.
Got to capitalize on points.
Miantel from the elbow short. Reeves another rebound. Over and off, no good was Hergenrother, and here's Kuhn in transition.
Got to gather the tempo here. Great block.
Block Bennett, a good overpass to Reeves. Pachinski lays it up, no good, but does draw contact run to the line for two.
Kicking off this second half with a lot of running back and forth and fast breaks. And a lot of attacking early on. You like to see it.
Yeah, Megan Palczynski has been one of those up and down the floor guards. It's good in transition for the Titans all year long. Coming into this one is today getting another trip to the line.
Goes 2 for 2 on her opportunities.
And the continuous on-ball pressure that they bring, not giving Allison Kuhn any opportunity. And as you mentioned, another turnover here for the Bison. As Hergenrother will bring this one up the floor here. Gets it to Palczynski.
Working that ball around the perimeter to get it inside, to kick it right back out for a three, just like that. No good. That was a great look offensively for Westminster, and it's a gather of the ball, but it will stay Bethany.
And I guess the advantage of having Bennett with a strong first half inside is that early double that allows you to kick it out for a wide open three opportunity.
Her home is in the paint, and she's been defending her home.
Walker, turnaround, no good, but she will head to the line to shoot two. 41-26 with 7 minutes even left to play here in the third quarter.
And perhaps the Bison offensively should attack going to Kayla Bennett, as put some fouls up on her and try to sit her down for some time of the game, a good portion of the game, and because she's the X factor for Westminster right now. She has 22 points.
As Walker's first one doesn't fall, Murillo gets set to check in for the Titans, and the second one is good. As Murillo will check into the game for Reeves as 41-27 Westminster lead. Over on the outside.
I like the offensive movement from Westminster.
Bergenrother over Bennett.
Got a little body positioning down low. We'll call a foul on Kelsey Mintel.
It's Coach Sansom asking the official to recognize and call it both ways for the hold call down inside the paint. So look for that as Rother over. Murillo thought about it, the drive. Murillo contested.
That was just all around beautiful basketball. The backdoor screen, the open lane. She drives and finishes with the left hand. That's just good basketball. You can't draw it up any better than that.
And here's Kuhn, defended by Palczynski. Walker thought about the three. Almost got it knocked away. Haley Glass spins back in through traffic
Nice.
and got it to go. Haley Glass.
She put the English on the shot and threw it off the glass. Nice shot by Haley Glass.
It's Palczynski.
Oh, man. She had no choice but to foul there because she knew she was beat at that point. But just talking about the movement, the patience and the movement is what Westminster's doing, and a little bit what Bethany needs to do and copyright that and produce some points on their own, because Caleb Bennett there's no answer for right now.
Gets the first one to go, where she's been perfect from the line this afternoon. She's been 4 of 4. And that's her first miss, as I jinxed it. Her first free throw miss of the game. Walker the drive, juggled, pull up shot, no good. Herman Rother gets it, Murillo slows things down. There's the handoff. Looking up top, overthrew it out of bounds. That's another turnover for the Titans as Bison will take over.
And going back to Caleb Bennett, she has 23 points right now. This is her season high. She entered the game with her season high initially being 19 against Washington and Jefferson earlier last month. Now she has surpassed that as she now has a season high. She grabs another rebound and goes in transition and turns it to the point guard herself.
Bennett beat the double. Murillo will pull things out and slow it down with 20 seconds on the shot clock.
And
this will call a hold on both players, on Emily Fromnecht and on Kelsey Mientel. As this will be an inbound, as Caleb Bennett will take the inbound here. Bennett gives the head nod, gets it to Murillo. So they've been really smooth offensively. Palczynski from three, no good. And the foul called on Hergenrother, as Kuhn will get this one here, as the Titans have been pretty aggressive here, as with 3 fouls already in the first half, with 4:41 left in the third quarter.
key possession here to get things rolling for the Bison and get some points on the board, and nice shot there.
Courtney Walker with the turnaround jumper inside the paint.
Heavily contested, by the way, too.
Cuts the lead to 13. Bennett inside, contested. Fromnick fighting through contact. A wild shot, no good. Murray the rebound.
Way to stay in her ground, Murray that is, and putting her hands up.
Every possession, I think, is valuable, as you mentioned before, Jalen. Kuhn from three. Off, air ball, no good. Murray saves it. Foot was on the line. Titan basketball.
If that three would have went down, that would have sparked a huge, that would have been a huge spark of momentum for the Bison right there to close it down to 10.
As Chinsky will bring this one up the floor with Bennett and Meyer inside here. They find Bennett on the cut inside, and it was short.
That was a great laser pass, and she had to throw it the way pretty hard to get it in there, which she did, but the basket came up short.
How efficient Kayla Bennett has been inside this afternoon on those give and goes and those backdoor cuts. Samaria Murray lays that one and got it to go.
Nice. Nice.
And Murray's somebody that the Titans should probably look forward to, you know, getting some more minutes. Get her on the floor in the post. Is, you know, she's done a really good job defensively here on Kayla Bennett. I think she's been neutralized a lot more so than in the first half.
Oh, absolutely. And right now, moving forward, you gotta build that strategy and that game plan. Does Coach Sampson go back to that zone that they went to later on in the first half, because it kind of neutralized her a little bit and was forcing them to make and take jump shots. I wonder if he goes back to that route, as now we're 11-point game with 3:14 in the third quarter.
As week 2 of the XFL continues today, the DC Defenders 1-0 versus the New York Guardians, which that kickoff has already started 5 minutes ago at 2 p.m. Go Defenders.
Shout out to DC Defenders, man. Shout out to the guys playing in the XFL, giving those guys opportunity.
What a great league that is becoming, as Murillo taking advantage of her minutes today, as Paczynski laid that one up, won't fall. Walker the outlet to Kuhn.
Here comes that spark of momentum right here. This possession is it right here. A basket will put him down to a single-digit game. And it seems Bethany didn't come out in the zone. Westminster did.
Ball stripped out, one second on the clock, as it will stay Bison ball. This has to be a ball up near the rim here. Miantel catch and shoot. Good look, not gonna go. Kuhn knocked it away. And Titan basketball. Couldn't get a better look than that.
Oh no, that was perfect. Great pass, great look. The bounce just went the wrong way.
As Paczynski will bring this one up the floor here. Meyer remains in the game. Her and Bennett have done a really good job inside defensively.
And here we are back in that zone again, forcing them to take jump shots just like that one right there. And the bounce doesn't get there, but who's there to get the rebound? Nobody else but Kayla Bennett to put it back up for 2 points, and she's having a day.
As Ashley Russell, their perimeter shooter, has not necessarily been a threat today, as she usually is on from long range, but still continuing to shoot. That's the confidence that they have in her offensively. Samaria Murray, the pull-up shot, no good. Knocked away, will be Titan basketball. And Taylor Stinnett checks in for Murray.
I like that drive by Murray right there. She was real aggressive with it. Ball just didn't drop on the shot. And now we're seeing some zone defense from both teams. Bethany's on a 1-3-1.
Russell the skip pass to Murillo inside to Bennett. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebounded Stinnett. Allison Kuhn slows things down. Walker from 3, off no good. And out of bounds. Fromneck checks into the game for Bennett to give her a breather.
And I know Courtney Walker is frustrated as she hasn't made a basket from the field yet. Coming into today's game with 11.7 points per game, leading the team, shooting 37% from the field. A little bit of a frustrating night offensively for her. Great
Knocked
defense.
away. Kuhn had it, couldn't contain it. Good redemption by Murillo. Russell gets it to Fromcheck. Knocked away, stolen by Mientel. And Stinnett will push this one up the floor here.
You need a bucket on this possession before you get in the third quarter.
30 seconds left in the quarter. Stinnett inside. The kick.
There it
Walker
is.
for 3. Got
Nice.
it!
There it is.
Courtney Walker hits home.
Got that pass inside, draw the attention inside, kick it out for 3.
Cuts the lead to 10. With 10 seconds left here in the corner. Shot clock is off. Russell will not fall. Walker, 2 seconds. Has to shoot it. Glass got it off. No good as we will head to the fourth quarter. Bison trail 46-36. The Westminster Titans putting on a really good show down in the paint, which was Coach Sampson's #1 key to the game, was slowing them down inside, which has been very difficult to do.
Absolutely, and I think going into this fourth quarter, they want to pick up off that same momentum of that three-pointer right there by Courtney Walker, as she's been struggling all game from the field. And I know it just probably feels good for her to shoot that shot and it goes through for 3 points and getting her team closer and closer within this game.
As the Linnell Willingham, we like to call him the Linnell Willingham, with the Tower Online, putting out news stories. Go on the Tower Online website, check that out, as well as the photographer in the building, Sam Googe, can be followed at What's Googey Photos on Instagram. Takes a lot of photos here for all of the athletic teams, as well as Isaiah Gossett at Isaiah WRX. Those two have been at every event since the seasons have started here this school year and have been taking pictures and all sorts of things. So go give those guys some love on social media as we get set here for the fourth quarter of play. As it will be Titan basketball, 10 minutes left.
Here we go. Nice, and here we're going to start off the the quarter with a turnover in transition and 2 points for the Bethany Bison. 8-point game. Get your popcorn ready from the concession stands, because I think we got ourselves a basketball game right now.
Good job by Kuhn finishing with a good look by Walker. Cut the lead to 8 with 9:30 left to go. Reeves from 3. Not going to hit it. Kuhn fighting for it. They'll call a hold.
That was a great hustle
On Kuhn. So questionable call there, but the bottom line is it is called, so it will stay Titan ball. 20 on the shot clock. But Chitsey gets the inbound into Hergenrother, over to the corner to Reeves. Fromneck, the miscommunication, it takes advantage. Lead back up to 10. Can't leave her open on the board. And fatigue looking to show here for the Bison is.
And right now for the Bison offensively, you got to limit your mistakes and capitalize every time you get the ball.
Mientel to Glass.
Shot clock at 5.
3 seconds to go, kicks it out. Stinnett, pull-up shot way off, no good. Shot clock expires. Westminster basketball. Really good defensive possession there by the Titans at doubling off the attempted screen. Really good job defensively.
Great
Tip
hands.
pass looking inside to Bennett. Good defense by Stinnett. Gets it to the corner. Thought about it. Paczynski driving into the lane. Back to Bennett. There's the screen. Good communication.
That's
and
beautiful.
Knocked it home.
That's just beautiful basketball. Pick and roll action.
Hergenrother has been really good in the pick and roll with Caleb Bennett today. Glass looking for Walker. Good double team inside. Knocked it away. They will call a foul. As Ashley Dobbins will check into the ball game. I think that's the first time we've seen her this half.
Yeah, I was going to say I haven't seen her or really heard much production from her since the first half.
12-point game. Haley Glass gets set to check right back in. Kuhn to Walker. Here comes the screen. Back to Kuhn. Good defense. Here's the double inside on Miantel. And a good rebound by Fromnecht and a foul called on Dobbins.
It was a little forced, a little rushed. I felt like she could have got that extra pass outside to the perimeter for a three-point shot. But at the same time, I like the aggressiveness.
They've done a really good job at doubling inside on the post. Hergenrother has been really active today in the pick and roll. Bennett looking out to the corner. Reeves, another three. Got it!
There she goes. That skip pass. I mean, their offense is centered around number 33, Caleb Bennett, whether she's getting the ball, whether she's setting a screen, or whether she's making that extra skip pass for a three-pointer like that last play.
Looking backdoor, somehow got it to her. Glass the turnaround, doesn't get the finish. On the floor. And they will call a foul on Westminster, as they're going to get Camden Hergenrother for that one. As Murillo checks into the game for the Titans. She'll check in for Hergenrother. Is set to inbound here is Kuhn. Gets it, Dobbins off the inbound. Kuhn fights through the double team. Almost gets it stolen.
Now the
Poked away by Bennett.
And she draws the foul. That was just all number 33 right there. She made a great defensive play, went in transition, and drove it to the cup. Now she's at the free throw line for 2 shots.
Caleb Bennett having a little interaction with the student section today, as student section starting to get it going over here.
And I'm assuming that's her mom in the stands over there, and she's loving it too. And there's a three-pointer by Bethany. Now.
As some interesting fan interactions. As us watching is 54-41, Bison over the Titans with 6:41 left to play in the ball game.
Right now, the Bison need some juice offensively, and they need it fast. With 6:41 remaining in the game, you're battling against the score and the time. So when you get the offensive possessions, you got to make the best of it and score immediately. And be just as tenacious as Westminster is on the defensive end to create turnovers. Because right now you're kind of reaching desperation mode as the time goes down and down.
And tune in Wednesday to the Jay Gerber Show at 11 a.m. as I will be joined by face-off legend and recently retired professional lacrosse player Greg Gurenlian, as he will be calling into the show, as well as Eric Anders, 2009 national champion for the Alabama Crimson Tide football team that has moved over to MMA and is at 185-pound division of the UFC, as he looks to make his run towards the 185-pound title. Tune in at 11 a.m. on Wednesday. With 6:41 left to go, 13-point game. As the Bison looking to fight back into this one. And here they go. It's it over. Bennett looking for the skip pass. Got
again.
it. Corner. Not going to hit it. Bennett the rebound and fouled. And how good she has been inside today.
She just makes it look so effortless every time her presence is in the paint. She just seems to be right there where the ball is, putting it back up for 2 points or just getting her way back to the free throw line. Like I said, it's no good. Her first shot.
As the first one doesn't fall. Second one got it. 55-41, 14-point lead with just over 6 minutes left here in the ball game. The drive from Kuhn, drew the contact and got it.
Nice and one right there.
The spark they needed, looking to complete the three-point play to cut the deficit to 11.
You need to stop, you need a bucket, you need to stop, you need a bucket, and you need to stop, and another bucket to get yourself in a more comfortable position with 6 minutes and 5 running. But that three-point play right there certainly helps. Skip pass again. Seems like every possession, and it's like a hit or miss every time.
Reeves off the three, a great find from Bennett. Her vision is just tremendous. Finding the skip pass, it's how you beat the zone. And they will call a foul. As it will be an inbound here from Haley Glass, trailing by 14, 5:40 left to play.
You got to get going. Can't be too patient with your possessions here.
Looking inside, got it knocked away. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Walker. Screen over to Glass. There's another screen. Driving to the lane, puts up the off-balance shot. Shot clock violation. Westminster ball.
Yeah, if I'm the Bison, I know that possession right there is frustrating. Skip pass again. It's like we're watching the same movie.
Executing it to perfection. Miantel the rebound, hands it off to Walker. Over to the corner to Glass. She struggled from the field here today. Dobbins. This defense just with a really good game plan here. Early doubles, forcing errant passes. Definitely Coach Sansom showed some frustration here. 14-point game, 4:45 left to play. Kuhn from three, short, no good. The rebound, Murillo.
Now that defense is becoming frustrating, and now they're just kind of rushing shots.
Skip to the corner, Reeves, got it!
And I don't think that ball touched the ground once they crossed half court. It was strictly passes, which got them the open shot, and they've been executing very well.
Coach Scott with a great draw up. His as they're beating this zone, really. That skip pass is killing them. Glass with the finish.
Nice finish there.
Good job inside by Haley Glass. 15-point game, 4 minutes left. Reeves again. She's catching fire, her third of the quarter.
Yeah, her in that corner have built a nice relationship throughout this second half, and she's kind of come alive here in the second half.
And that skip pass has just changed the game offensively. 18-point lead. Corner, Kuhn, off no good. Rebound, Westminster. Bennett will slow things down here. Murillo, the primary ball handler, on the floor now for the Titans.
Now they're just going to kind of milk the clock as they're well in favor of the scoreboard.
Looking over, there's the skip pass wide open in the corner. Paczynski got the three. And this skip pass is just terminating this defense.
Early on, there were points where that zone was working and cutting out the inside, but over time, the outside game was going in and their shots were falling down. And in the second half, that's just been the story.
Paczynski here. Gives it to Murillo. She's been good off the drive here, off the pick and roll. Got it! Kayla Bennett inside. Have you a day, why don't you?
Absolutely. I mean, she may be in contention for Pack Player of the Week after this contest.
As Ashley Russell gets set to check into the game, as that shot no good, rebounded by Reeves, as things are starting to fall apart here in Hummel Fieldhouse. Ashley Russell checks it, as she has been cold from three today, but she has not shied away from taking the open opportunity.
And now that'll be likely the end of Kayla Bennett tonight, as she's just checked out. What a game for her.
A big night for, a big afternoon, I should say, for Kayla Bennett. Is Kuhn looking inside for Walker. Good contest, got it. Puts it up and almost got the N1. She'll head to the line for two. 1:52 left to play. And stay tuned with us after this one as the men of Bethany basketball get set to take on the Westminster Titans for today's doubleheader. Tip-off at 3 p.m. Wrong sport, as
at least we can say we're still in season. The XFL's keeping it
oh,
going,
absolutely. You know, that's just kind of what's in my head, you know. Thanks to the XFL bringing football, you know, to light year round. And Walker doesn't get that one to go. 22-point lead for the Titans as they'll look to drain the clock here. Reeves looking. Slowing things down, 3-point. Almost got her fourth of the quarter. Kuhn the rebound up ahead. Sophie checks into the game. The freshman from Australia. Sophie is a good friend of mine, Sophie Morris, the 6'1" freshman from Mount Martha, Victoria, Australia, Mornington Secondary College. Getting some playing time here today. There she is defensively, hand in the face,
wow.
But not much you can do with Meyer.
Great shot. It was a great shot.
And that's what where Coach Sansom's going to say. Let's get a little more contest. One you hear is, well, no, Willingham over here taking some notes. Prep for the men's game at 3 p.m. tip-off. Just after this, Courtney Walker looking. As Macy Sennett has checked into the game, inside to Walker. Here comes the early double, turns, didn't get the roll, rebounded And Murillo slows it down. 40 seconds left to play. Shot clock unmatched by 12. As the DC defenders are up on the Guardians 6-0 in the first quarter, and the finish is good.
All right, now for the Bison, you just kind of want to finish these last 20 seconds on a good note, heading into your next game coming up on Wednesday.
Shenandoah looking. Walker 13. Shot clock at game clock max. Sophie Murray got it from downtown. Her first shot of the game. And it's good from 3. And that takes us to the end of the ball game as the Westminster Titans with a dominating victory here today. 74-50 victory as they take this one. As stay tuned as the Bethany men's team set to follow. This one is a really big game for Kayla Bennett as she dominated on the boards and dominated in the post here today, as we'd like to obviously thank the Bethany broadcasting team, Joe Dumas out in the truck, Trey Franklin on the camera, Amias Peters' presence. As I am signing off from Jalen Hextall and I, is thank the Drehorst Foundation and get set to join us here for a 3 p.m. tip-off for the men's game. Stay tuned.
Off push, you guys were able to pick up a W today. What do you guys look to improve for going into the PAC playoffs?
You know, just kind of still playing together. I think defensively we did a great job tonight. Like I said, we kept their shooters in check. They did a good job of countering that and trying to post up our guards underneath. So I think we did a good job of keeping our composure that way. So just, you know, kind of, you know how it is the end of the year. You just kind of games like this, it's, you know, Bethany works hard, they're gritty, you know, so coming out of here a win, I'm very happy.
One last question for you. Kayla Bennett had a heck of a night for you. How big is she going to be for you guys' potential PAC playoff push?
Oh, huge. I mean, she's huge, playing outstanding this year, and you know, they have to double her, and it opens up for everybody else on the team, which makes us, you know, have inside-outside threats.
Thanks, Coach.